HomeLet Rental Index for September shows that rents UK-wide are on average 1.7% higher than the same time a year ago, which continues a trend that we've seen over much of 2018. The longer-term trend for rental price increases is fairly narrow, shallow growth over quite a period of time now, and actually in the last 12 months or so below the average rate of inflation that we've seen in the wider economy, and also importantly a little below the average rate of house price growth as well. So one could argue that rental price growth is suiting the needs of both landlords and tenants and finding some equilibrium in that market between supply and demand. We know from an annual survey that we do of our landlords via HomeLet that landlords are concerned about some of the macroeconomic impacts that they face at the moment, Brexit included. If there was any reduction in supply of rental properties, that may not be to the best interests of tenants, because it doesn't seem as though demand for rental properties is in any way reducing. If there was a reduction in supply, there's always a possibility that rents could go up. So it really depends on what happens in the wider economic environment over the next 6 months or so in particular. As regards regional trends, historically we've always seen a higher level of rental price growth in London and the South East. In recent months, certainly over the last 6 months or so, it looks like London and the South East has come back a bit to reflect more the same rate of growth as we see in the rest of the country. Now, in contrast to what we're seeing in house prices in London and the South East, where we've seen some evidence of falls, it looks like the rental market is continuing to behave in a more steady way, which is probably good news for both landlords and tenants, because we're not seeing that volatility that you see in house prices.